on and whether you have big bills at home still or not. It just kind of all depends. But we'll talk about the positive today. I get paid a round trip on this load to pick up over 400 miles, grabbing the stuff and then delivering it direct, non-stop. So I know it's sunshine and all right now, but by the time I get there, it's going to be dark. And then I got to drive all night long, another 7 hours, non-stop again to delivery, and deliver it first thing in the morning. So I'll definitely take you guys on a journey with me of how it is to drive all night long. It's part of our job. It's just like a reefer. Reefer drives all night long as well. And same with a lot of drivers too. So some people think it's crazy, some people think it's insane, some people think it's unsafe, but this is our job. Policemen do drive all night as well and deal with crime, and they got to be alert and everything else. So, you know, we're kind of in the same boat. It's the same kind of thing. A job is a job, and you know, if you want to be successful at it, you got to be one of those kind of drivers that can drive all night long. Are with me for the long haul. 3 minutes left. I've been to this house before because I remember the route, the way, I guess you would call it. Hopefully it's just sitting outside, that way I don't have to deal with calling the lady up and waking her up at 1 a.m. and all that kind of stuff. So I hope it's just sitting outside. I guess we'll see. I got there and it wasn't sitting outside, so I had to ring the doorbell. And yeah, the lady came outside. I've met her before. I've picked up from her house before, but it wasn't this late. It's never been 1 a.m. their time. So then I've met her before at the office. The time they sent me to go deliver direct one time, and it wasn't direct, and I lost my other load. So basically I've been here a few times before. I think I came to her house twice actually to pick up, and now it's the third time, and then I've been in the office too. So anyways, long story short, she still was up. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, it's so late, I thought I'd be sitting outside. And she's like, I don't like to leave things outside. I like the handoffs. And I'm like, hey, I don't blame you. I understand. So, you know, I just grabbed it, sent my information off, and now I'm on my way. It says I'll be there at 7:20 a.m. and I gotta be there, like, technically, I gotta be there by 8:30 a.m. local time. So I really have like less than an hour worth of extra time. Which, what do I need extra time for? Fill up and keep going, you know? Or if you're gonna nap, that's one of those things that's really, really dangerous, because you can run into that traffic and then it'll eat up all your whatever. So, I mean, very worst case is if I'm falling asleep and I can't handle it for some reason, I can always lay down for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, lay down, wake up, keep going. You know, you'll trick the body. As long as you're sleeping on your back, It tricks your body really good, and you can keep going for another few hours. So
in a quarter mile,
we'll do the best we can. I mean, somebody needs this stuff, so, and they are, like I said, they are paying money. They are paying the round trip, so it's good payment as well. Not just, you know, not just me doing favors. It's kind of both ways. You know what I mean? They expect it to be done right, and it's going to get done right.
At the light, turn left on
There's an Albertsons right here.
Then turn right onto Idaho 21 South.
Usually, I've gotten some whatever energy drinks and whatever else I needed to get before right at Albertsons right here, but it is 1 a.m. local time, so it is closed. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm still at it. Still doing the same old.
Turn right onto Washington 904 East, Lieutenant Colonel Michael P. Anderson Memorial Highway.
So drove all night, didn't stop anywhere to sleep.
Right onto Washington 904 East, Lieutenant Colonel Michael P. Anderson.
Filled up and went, filled up and went, filled up and went. So that's what we did today. And sometimes that's what it requires, you know, zero sleep all night long. It ain't that difficult, you know. If it's difficult for you, then this job's not for you. But if you can do it, if you can handle it, then yeah, sure, no problem. And you know, I ain't gonna be going to bed anytime soon either, because after this load, I got myself dispatch got me something else. So I stopped by home and got me some coffee, good coffee, and gonna go drop this case off, drop off the tote, and then there's something else that came out while I was looking at home as well. Basically something picking up in Coeur d'Alene, delivering to Spokane, then picking back up from Spokane, and then delivering to Coeur d'Alene again or something. Some kind of round trip from Idaho to Washington, from Washington back to Idaho. I don't know. One of them things. It requires supposedly TSA or TWIC card. So we'll see what's going on over there. But for now, we're gonna go drop off the current load. It's 36 minutes away, 36 miles away. That's funny. Look at that.
Take the I-90 East ramp.
Interesting. All right, just about here. Somewhere around here. One of these next buildings is it. Goes to the dock. All I gotta do is just drop it off over there and take a picture of it, and I'm good to go. I might call that contact just in case.
Then turn right.
Let him know that I just delivered it, if in case he wants to see, if in case he wants to know, but he probably isn't even here yet. So we'll see. Here's the little loading dock area. Basically this this place right here. That's the loading dock. My tote got delivered, complete. That means I'm gonna get paid for that load. And really that's all to it. That's all there is to it, you know. Yes, you gotta suffer a little bit. Yes, it's a little hard at times because, you know, you do want to sleep at night, but you do got to keep driving because it's an, you know, direct delivery. But once you get past that little, you know, whatever time that is, for every person it's different. Once you get past that, then you're good to go pretty much, you know. And it's already what, 8:30. I'm not tired anymore, you know what I mean? I'm not going to bed. I'm gonna keep working. I've got a next delivery to do, pick up, deliver, and then come back and then pick something up and re-deliver. It's like a round trip load, but you know, I'll get that done, then go back and sit in the office, get drivers loaded, and then, you know, go to sleep at the normal time that you would go to sleep. So nothing wrong with that. Like I said before, a lot of people, you know, that talk to me, that call, that email, that, you know, try to have a conversation. There's a lot of people that think this is insanity, you know, that you do have to drive all night long. Hey, a police officer has to drive all night long. A fireman has to drive all night long and do things. And like EMT, you know what I mean? They have to drive. The ambulance, they got to drive all night long dealing with people. So there's somebody else, whoever has, you know, nighttime shift, graveyard shift, things like that. Those people got to work. I've got plenty of family members who go into work at Amazon and pull like 10, 12-hour shifts every day. 12 hours usually is what it is at Amazon for at night, and you know, get off work at 5 a.m. and they got to work all night long, and you know, nothing happens to those people. So that's how things work.